Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So this is going to be Mixed Media Morsels Part 2. And Cat Hand is doing this. And I'm going to do a few of them because I really like them. They're just wonderful, wonderful things for you to do if you need some inspiration or you're feeling blocked and that laxative won't work. But seriously, I should have people clapping like I'm a comedian because I'm really not. Okay, so today's is the collage background, and I'm going to get to that in a second. But I let this dry overnight. I'm hoping it's dry. It feels a little damp still, and it might be because it's under plastic and I'm downstairs. But let's see what happens. So I'm pulling it. You see it comes off real easy. Yeah, it's still a little wet. Oh, poop. It's ripping that whole middle out. All right, here's what I do when that happens with other things. I go the other way. But it ain't going to do nothing. But, ooh. Now I have this. It's still wet, so I can definitely put it on. Oh, la la la. Let me move this for a second. And I'm just going to lay this down here and see if it takes any of that off of there. Since it's wet. Yep. Just to get that tackiness off. And like I said, I find cardboard, cereal boxes. Do it all. Do it all. All right. So you can see it's, you know, it put a little bit of paint on different parts, and I'll let that dry. Okay. I'll let this dry because I'm going to be using this over and over. And as you can see, besides this little part that came off, which, you know, I'll just have to put something in the middle of it. Look at this texture, though. Look at that texture. This. Look at that. Look at this texture. Oh, my goodness. It is delicious. Oh, okay. I love it. So I'm going to set this there just to finish drying so that I can play with it. And now what I'm going to do is wipe this up using my baby wipe. It's dry now, but it's going to clean that up. So the next part in her and Cat Hands Mixed Media Morsels is collage background. So what I have is I have the cards that I'm using. Remember, I'm going to link the video to Kat, her original video, down below. And also my video before this, how I got to the smushed paint on the card and explaining what I'm using. These came in the mail. You know, I got a big pile of these in the mail in a catalog thing. But you know when you get magazines and they have these things and you open a magazine, you're real excited. You're like, oh, I smell that perfume in there. Let me get to that perfume. You open your magazine, these things fall out. I collect them because I use them in art and I use them for, you know, like as random acts of kindness to throw things in, you know, into boxes and stuff I send out. So we're using this for our mixed media morsels. Okay. So I'm just using that. This is collage. So what I'm going to collage actually is some paper napkin, you know, some napkins, some tissue paper, and that's what I'm going to do. But use all your little papers and all around your art room. You know, we all have those little teeny papers of scrapbook paper. I know I have them everywhere, but I chose to do this today. Not necessarily my scraps, but they've been sitting there in my scrap basket. I don't know. Don't ask. So I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to take my glue. And if you don't have decoupage or Mod Podge or any type of glue, I use my white school glue as well. And what this is going to do, especially if you're using a, I know Kat, I think Shannon is, I haven't seen, I know there's quite a few people who are doing this as well, but I haven't seen their videos yet. But they're using like a little, like a journal or something to that effect, but you can use whatever you want. But like I said, make sure you check out, you can even, Google the hashtag mixed media morsels because, we're all putting the hashtags on it and it's everywhere. And then you'll be able to see many more people doing it. Hello, I can't speak. All right, so I'm going to go for tearing some of this. And it's just tissue paper. And I'm going to rip it into pieces like that. And I don't care if it goes over the edge because I will cut that off. But while my background's wet, I'm just going to start putting little pieces of stuff there. Most napkins come in 2 layers, so you get that nice tissue paper. And you want to kind of, if you're going to glue this down, you want to pull that 1 layer off, because I guarantee you, as soon as you put this down to glue it, it'll come off. So let's see how long it takes Kelly to get this off. I can see it there, but I hate getting old. I hate that I have to take my glasses off to see anything up close, but to see far away, I have to put my glasses on, and I just feel like a monkey. A monkey in the sense of doing tricks. Do your tricks, Cal. Do your tricks. You know? All right, this isn't coming off, and it's really annoying me. I see it there. I just can't grab it. La 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 la. Ugh, it's right there. Does this happen to anybody else, or is it just me? Please don't write in the comments, you should have edited that out. Just don't watch me. Go watch somebody else. I'm so tired of, at least once a week I get somebody telling me how. And I love that people see my videos from 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and then they give me criticism on that one. I'm like, dude, I've been doing this for years, and, you know, everybody gets better as they do things. But still, I do things, you know, for the majority of what people like. I know some people don't like sitting here watching me pull this apart. Neither do I, frankly. It's embarrassing. All right, I'm just going to glue this down. There we go. I got it. No need to change the channel. I got it. But I'm going to tear it up. Now my glue's probably dry, right? Yep. Because isn't that how things work? See, that's why I leave all this in, so you guys can see that if this happens to you guys, you're not feeling bad. Like, you're like, it happens to everybody. Everybody goes through this stuff. I'm going to layer that on there and just lay it down wherever I want. Wherever I want. Like I said, hanging over. I don't care. A little bit more glue. And you can make this as thick, you know, as many layers as you want. Also going to make whatever paper you use much sturdier as well, because you're adding paper on top of paper. Okay, I'm laying that there. Just laying it, laying it, laying it. Life is but a dream. There's like no rhyme or reason. You want a glue that's going to dry clear. I know there's Yes Paste. I know there's a lot of different, oh, how about a piece of tape? Oh, how about some rainbow tape? Right there. Add a little pop of color. Let's add it up here too. And you see I'm just laying it. And there's glue, and it's going to slide a little bit, but once it's dry, it'll be fine. Dry, dry, dry. All right. Okay, so let me just tell you what I'm obsessed with while I'm doing this. What am I not obsessed with? Let's start that first. But I'm obsessed with British art shows, like the greatest British baker. I don't know what the full name is, excuse me, but I'm also obsessed with the sewing bee one. I just got all 3 seasons, the sewing one, which I'm thrilled to death about. And the pottery one, I just finished the whole season. So exciting. So exciting. I know, maybe you don't know what I'm talking about, and to you it doesn't matter, but I really am so, oh gosh, another napkin. Napkins might not have been the best thing to use there, Cal. Oh, this one came right off. Look at that. It knows its place here. Yeah, so actually Dave likes them too, which I find not bizarre, because he's an artsy kind of guy as well. But he loves the British competition shows, not composition. Oh my goodness. Did she have her coffee today? Yes, I think she had a little bit too much. Yeah, so he likes them too. So that's like our wind down at night. We'll watch 1 or 2 of them, like before bed, like after we watch a movie or our show, whatever we do. And him and I just sit and we talk, you know, I love them. They're like a meditation for me. You know, like sometimes you just have to find different things, you know, as much as I used to meditate in my previous life, past life that does not exist anymore. You know, I would do the whole, you know, meditating that everybody does, you know, the normal. You sit, you have your chant, you have your piece, your thing. Now I find things like crocheting and knitting and even watching like those kind of things where him and I will sit quietly or we'll chatter back and forth, but nothing major. And I really love it. I just use it as my meditation, as my little bit of peace, as well as he does. It's just peaceful. And I tell you what, because they don't act like Americans do, or United States, I don't know, what are we called? Most of the shows, competition shows in our place, like on Food Network and those kind of things, there's a lot of screaming and yelling and negativity. And then they have the people talk behind the scenes. Like I loved Cutthroat Kitchen. I love Chopped. Chopped is a completely different show than Cutthroat Kitchen. They don't smack talk each other, but or at least not that I can think of right this second. But you know, I don't like watching people talk bad. I like watching people help people. If you get done first and you want to go help, you know, somebody else, and it's your competition, I just think that's I like that. You know, and the thing is their karma. They never win. It's terrible, but I don't know. I'd rather help somebody, I think, but that's me. There are people out there. I mean, I know it's a competition and you can't, you know, I know it's for people to win, but you know, that's how I feel. How about some more of this? Oh no, she's picking up the yucky one. Let's see if I can do it. Came right off that time, didn't it? Because it knew I meant business. I'm going to try to get the ends here. But yeah, so just been loving those British shows. If you guys know of any other shows like that, we used to have a great show here. We used to have great craft shows here, actually, just craft shows in general. We don't have them anymore, and I hate it. I mean, that's how I found Vicky Howe. That's how I found Aileen. That's how I found, who are the sisters I love? Jennifer Perkins. You know, all of them. I just used to love watching them on HGTV. And now there's like, we have the DIY network. There's not one freaking craft show on there. What happened to that? Kathy Fillion, I think, used to have one. I don't know, but it drives me nuts. I can't stand that we don't have those anymore here. And I don't know why. I don't know if it just doesn't get ratings. Maybe, I don't know, because I watched all of them. Because it's just what I love. I mean, now we have YouTube and all that, and that's fine, but it's just not the same. You know, it's not the same. Good, but in a different way. How about we say it like that? Since I'm on YouTube, might want to, you know. But yeah, I love it. I love it all. And yeah, I can see a variety of more people on YouTube, but I just miss those, you know, those shows that used to be on. All right, so we put all this on. We want to let it dry. So I'm going to dry mine with my gun. My dog just is snoring. Sorry. And I don't care that it bunches up a little bit because I like that texture. Like when it's dry. It has that little bit of something something. So I'm just going to take my heat gun and give it a quick blow. Who doesn't like a quick blow? It doesn't have to be all the way dry. Any of you guys watch Making a Murderer? Because I saw this morning he finally got he got a very high-powered lawyer now. But if you watched it, let me know down below. And let me know down below what you thought. What your theory is or what you thought about it. Because I loved this show. It had me... I love those kind of shows anyway. But it just... I couldn't believe a lot of it. It was just crazy that things like that happen. And Dave and I are big West Memphis 3 supporters. We have been since the 90s. Or whenever all that stuff came out. And watched all the documentaries and the donations, all that kind of stuff. And it just seems like it's happening again. But let me know what your opinion is, because I know a lot of you don't feel that same way. A lot of you think that he deserves it. And I'd like a nice debate, not a, I don't want no calling names and crappy stuff, but I like to know what people think. I love people's opinions. You know, and what made you think that way. All right, so you can see I'm doing like this. So I'm going to lift this up, and it's basically dry, but I'm going to cut off these extra little things. So what I like to do is turn it upside down. You're turning me. Yeah, okay. And then I just go cut it off. Cut it off. Make it fun when you cut it off. Cut it off like that. You see what I'm saying? Cut it off. Cut it off. Okay. Alrighty then. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right, let me just grab these out of the way. See, these are great scraps to keep for like when you're doing mixed media canvases and backgrounds when you don't know what to do. Grab napkins. Go to the dollar store and grab a couple napkins. I have used Christmas ones. Now, I even brought paper over from a book to use on here, but I changed my mind. Because guess what? We can change our mind if we want to. I can change my mind if I want to. All right. So, now you might want to put a final coat of your glue on here, your decoupage, Mod Podge, white school glue, Collage Podge, Yes Paste, whatever you're using. If you want to, you know. I'm not going to. It's all dry. I love it. See, I might have to do the back of this though, because when I connect these, probably, because they're the same size, I'm going to probably connect them. So when you open it, there's a back too, but I don't know. We'll see. Who knows what I'll do. All right, now you put your initials on it. Oh, I like that. That's a really great mixed media background I would use. I don't have to do that on the canvas. Okay. So maybe I should, if I do it with pencil, I'm not going to see it. I know I'm not. I want to do a word. I know that their initials, I think she did her initials and Shannon did her initials. I don't want to do my initials, I don't think. I think I want to do a word because I'm all into like positivity lately and like just, you know. What's my word of the year? I don't know. Breathe. That is my word of the year. I use that word for everything. But I think I might do this on here and I might, oh, ink up the edges. Yeah. All right, let me just try to, I just want to have an idea so I don't lose space. Okay, just so I have an idea. All right, so now I'm going to write. And I'm using my Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen Big Brush, but you can use any pen you want. You can use paint. You can use Sharpie, Bic, whatever you got. These just happen to be sitting here, and I like these, so let's just hope I don't mess up the word, the spelling, because I've been known to do that. Yeah, doesn't look like I want it. Let me see if I can erase that off before it dries. Yep, it's going to turn it black, but because I didn't coat it. If I would have put that Mod Podge, all right, well, it's just going to screw everything up now, isn't it? I might be using Mod Podge again on it to redo it. Mistakes happen. Mistakes happen to everybody. All right, well, then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in, and I'm going to see when it dries. You can see here it's dried. Right here, not yet. Hence why it's smeared. Okay, and that's lightening it up a little bit. It's all right. I'll go in with some white and fix that to give it highlights, and then it'll fix. Breathe. Okay. Now I'm going to use am I going to use? Come on now. Where's my gel? My gel marker. She uses gel markers. She uses gel markers. Let's see if my galaxy marker works. Might want to use paint. Alright, let's try my big white Pitt pen. Just to lighten that up a little bit so we can see what it says. That's my thing, though. I'm all about making mistakes because, you know, everybody wants to do it and be fantastic each time, but sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Sometimes for me, it's a little more often than I'd like to have it, but it's just what happens. So I'm just kind of outlining that word a little bit. I mean, that letter a little bit, just so I can go back with a little more black and make it stand out so it doesn't look as black, if you know what I'm saying. Because I made the mistake. And you can use white paint if you want. You can use whatever you want. Yeah. Now I'll go back in and there. And I'll let that dry. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Then I can add it in my book when I'm done. Nothing fancy. Now I can go in and after this is dry, I can't find my gel, my white, oh my back, my white gel thing. Are you white? Nope. Let's see if my Sharpie paint pen works. Probably not. It's one of those days. Oh, you know what? I'm such a dork. It's sitting right here next to me. Let's not talk about it. I want to put some dots. And you can use white paint as well, but I just wanted some dots to... I might have to do one of these over again. Who knows? I'm not making like a pattern of dots. I'm just kind of dotting on the black a little bit for decoration, but I should probably let it dry a little bit. Okay. You get the gist of it. Put that in there so I know where that's at next time. That's all I want to do. I just wanted to do a little bit. It's hard to see on camera, but what I probably will do is because I like the little bit of brightness that this has, you know, in between. So I'll probably go in and maybe glue down just a couple pieces of that tape. Let me see if I can find the tape. I might just tear just little teeny pieces just to kind of add a little more, you know, a little something. A bit of color on the gray. Like I said, stuff happens. That's why it's fun to work in your art journal. Maybe I should let the paper dry first, Cal. It's all right. I'll glue it all down when it's done. Just to add maybe a little piece of tissue in there. Yeah, see, it needs to dry a little bit more. But that's all right. I'm happy with it. That's how I'm keeping it for now till it dries. But that's it. So check out the video down below and check out Cat Hand's YouTube. Please tell her I sent you. She's wonderful. And I hope you all have a great day. As always, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And I just hope you guys have a great day. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.